Chicken breast is 60% off and bacon's 50% off. They're having a 50% sale in manufactured goods as well. Did you know that?
No, I didn't actually.
How did you not know? I told you to check the sale items as soon as they sent you the mobile leaflet, didn't I?
Even if I check, you always end up telling me like this anyway, so I usually don't bother.
Please don't be like this. There might be something that I haven't noticed, and the sale items sell out really fast, as you know. That's why I asked you to check it as soon as it comes, you see. If they're selling tofu for less than a third of the normal price like they are today, you should buy some so that we can just use it when we need it, don't you think?
What difference does one pack of tofu make in the grand scheme of things? We can just buy it when we need it.
That's not the point. Tim, I've just sent you a message of today's sale items, okay? Make sure that you buy them on your way home and put them in the fridge. Understood?
How many times do I have to tell you? Even if we buy the sale items like this, I don't end up eating them and they just get thrown away. That's more of a waste than just buying them when we need them for something.
Who says that we don't eat them and end up throwing them away? If it comes to that, I'll bring them to my place and eat them myself. I'm really good at creating menus to use up food that needs to be eaten, you know.
Would you really go as far as to do that? I don't see the point in buying things like tofu when I know I'm not going to eat it, no matter how cheap it is. Anyway, we aren't even married yet. Let's stop thinking about boring things like grocery shopping and enjoy the time we have left dating like normal couples do.
Dating and shopping are totally different things, aren't they? We can still date while thinking about other things as well. We can't just ignore shopping totally. How are we going to get the food we need to make dinner? We're going to get married soon, so we've got to hurry up and save some money so that we can buy a place to live. We have so much to think about. When saving money, every little bit counts.
Why are you talking like a 40 or 50-year-old? You're only 28. Can't you just live like someone in their 20s, not like an old woman?
Who's going to feed me if I act like someone in their 20s? How are people in their 20s supposed to act anyway? You mean just spend my money willy-nilly?
Who said that? You know that's not what I mean. You're just a bit extreme about all this kind of stuff, that's all.
I've been taught from a young age to save money. I've told you that before, haven't I?
Of course you have. You've told me enough times to make my ears bleed.
So why do you keep saying things like that then when you already know what I'll think about it? Have I also told you that saving money is more important than earning it?
Yes, you have. I'm really fed up of hearing you go on and on about money like this all the time.
Well, as long as you've understood, that's fine. Oh, and while I think of it, why did you only send $400 to our savings account this month? It's supposed to be $600, isn't it?
I told you, I'm going on vacation with my coworkers.
You're only going for 2 nights. How would that cost you $400?
Florida's that expensive. That's why. Also, I'm going to be on vacation with my coworkers. I can hardly refuse to do things with them or eat the same things as them because I need to save money, can I? How would that look? Especially as we all make a similar amount of money at work.
Well, we better cancel the trip we were planning to take next month then, I guess.
What? Why?
We can't go on 2 vacations in one season now, can we?
You really are too much sometimes. Surely I can go on vacation with my friends and still go on one with you. When are we going to spend any proper time together then? We both make a good wage and have enough to enjoy ourselves every once in a while, surely. I don't drink, I don't smoke. What's the point in life if I can't do anything that I want to?
You eat snacks all day long though, don't you? Why don't you work out how much you spend on snacks before you talk to me like that?
Am I not even allowed to buy snacks with the money that I earn now?
You're spending way too much on them. That's the problem. There's a limit, you know. You always go to the most expensive bakeries and buy the most expensive things there, don't you?
Why do I have to run every single little thing that I buy with my money past you like this? Who do you think you are, anyway? Are you my wife? My mom?
Oh, that's how you feel, is it? Are we just strangers then? I thought we were supposed to be getting married next year.
I'm only like this because you keep nagging me about everything all the time.
Okay. Don't forget to go to the store on your way home from work.
Ugh, okay, I'll go to the store on the way home if it'll stop you going on at me about it.
I'm on late until tomorrow, so I won't be able to meet you, I'm afraid. Even so, don't go going anywhere else after work. Make sure that you go straight home. If you start wandering around, you only end up spending money.
I've got it. No fun.
Don't be like that. How many times do I have to tell you that? We need to tighten our belts until we can afford a place to live.
I know. Why are you still going on at me? I just want to be able to act like my coworkers at least once in a while. That's all.
We need to keep our wits about us, you know. Neither of our parents can afford to help us out, so we have to save so that we can do everything by ourselves.
Stop going on about it. Lucy!
Yes, Mom?
You know those summer pants that you got me on the weekend? Do you know how much they were by any chance? The other ladies from my club said that they don't look the same as normal pants, that they look more beautiful and elegant, and they wanted to get some for themselves, you see.
Oh, they were $15 for 3 pairs.
Really? I thought that they'd be at least $20 each. So they were $5 each then, were they?
No, they were on sale, you see. They're usually $50 for 2 pairs, but they were selling them at $15 for 3 pairs, so I got some quickly. If your friends give me the money for them, I'll get them some too. They sell lots of different ones there.
That was a really good deal, but I think that I'd better just tell my friends that they've stopped selling them.
Why? They still have a lot left, you know.
It's embarrassing to me, to be honest. It's embarrassing to tell my friends that my daughter-in-law spent $5 on a present for me, don't you think?
Mom, why is that embarrassing?
Do you really think nothing at all of it?
I don't see what there is to be embarrassed about. It's really lucky that I saw that deal and was able to get the pants for so cheap. You like them, they look good, and they were cheap to buy. I don't see what the problem is. I think that it was amazing.
Oh, if you say so.
Oh, Mom, you know that I'm learning to use a sewing machine, don't you?
Yes, you seem to study hard and live carefully. That's a good thing to model yourself on.
Thank you for saying that, Mom. Anyway, you know the clothes in your wardrobe that you showed me the other day?
What? What clothes do you mean?
It was some clothes you bought before you were married. You showed me 3 sets of designer clothes, didn't you?
Oh, yes, those clothes.
Yes. I think you said that your mother-in-law got them for you when you got married or something like that. It's a green suit.
Oh, that's over 30 years old now. It's just there as a souvenir, that's all. Why are you asking about it?
You aren't going to wear it, are you?
How can I wear that? I told you, it's 30 years old. I was going to throw it away, but I decided to keep it as a souvenir, like I just said.
Sue, could I have it then? I'm going to adjust it using my sewing machine and wear it myself.
What? You're going to wear 30-year-old clothes? It's even older than you are. How can you possibly wear it?
Even though it's a bit old, because it was made by a great designer, the fit is there, you see.
Is it even your size?
No, that's why I'll need to adjust it a bit first. If I just take it in a bit, I'm sure that I'll be able to wear it. It still looks really sophisticated.
Still, you can tell right away that it's old. You aren't even 30 yet. Why don't you just wear things that people your age usually wear?
Sue, you were only 24 when you were given that suit, though, weren't you? That means it is for people my age.
Your frugality is really excessive sometimes.
What's wrong about being frugal? I think it's a good thing.
Of course, it's better than wasting money all the time, I guess. But you can have too much of a good thing, you know that, don't you?
Will you give me the suit then, please?
Sure. If you want to wear it, you take it and wear it.
Thank you so much, Mom.
Tim, what time are you coming home tonight? Didn't you say that you were going to come here on your way home from work? Yes, Mom, I did. I'm planning to have dinner at your place, so can you get some ready for me, please? Of course I will. Do you think that I didn't know that? You aren't the kind of person to buy dinner on the way now, are you? You aren't the kind of person to ask if we could go out for dinner, either. Mom, don't tease me like this. I'm really tired of living like this as well, you know. Before you started dating Lucy, you used to even take me out for dinner sometimes. But since you've been with her, we haven't gone out to eat even once. She definitely wears the pants in your relationship, doesn't she? Mom, stop talking about things you don't understand. Don't you realize that we even have stay-at-home dates? Do you really think that Lucy is the kind of girl that will go and eat out?
I guess she isn't, no. But going on dates at home is a bit much, isn't it?
We have only even ordered pizza a couple of times since we got together.
So, what do the two of you do when you eat at home then?
Well, we just eat some instant noodles or something. Or else we get all the bits from the fridge and put them together to make a pasta or soup, usually.
Do you eat like that every day? You should go out to a nice restaurant and eat steak or something sometimes as well.
Lucy says we don't need to go out to eat because she has certificates in every type of food you could possibly imagine from all over the world. She has even done a course in baking.
She's very frugal when it comes to buying things, but she must spend an awful lot of money learning different things like that.
Right? That's very true. That's how she can make steak and salad and all sorts of different things like that by herself at home. She sets it out like a restaurant too, with a tablecloth and everything. That's why I can't keep bothering her to go out and eat.
She really is unusual.
She really is. She's always learning, doing stuff, fixing up the place. She somehow doesn't seem human. She makes me look really lazy as well.
Tim, listen to me a minute. You only live once. I'm not telling you to go crazy, but you're only young once.
Yes, I agree. You're only young once.
I'm not saying that I want you to waste your money like other people your age do, but there are some things that you are only able to enjoy at your age. I just don't want you to miss out on anything and regret it later. That's all.
I understand.
You aren't wasting any money when you don't have a job or anything like that, are you? I just think that you should be able to spend at least some of the money that you earn doing things that normal people your age do. Why should you have to eat frozen pizza instead of delivery pizza every time? There should be a time for both.
Lucy's always been like this.
How much do you earn, huh? Do you not even earn enough to be able to order a pizza from time to time?
Sometimes it really annoys me too.
You can't live like a poor man just to save a few dollars. Your luck will all fly away.
Her whole family seem to be cheapskates like her. Her parents and her sister are even worse than she is.
What do you mean? How can they be worse than she is?
Last Thanksgiving, I went to meet her family, didn't I?
Oh yes, you went to Thanksgiving, didn't you? I remember now.
Well, they had a huge bowl full of water in the garden. It wasn't clean water, so I asked what it was, and apparently it's rainwater that they'd collected. They said that they use it to clean the garden.
What? That's a bit strange, isn't it?
That's not all. Lucy and her sister ride their bicycles to work even.
Oh, really? That's really impressive considering how busy they must be getting ready in the mornings.
Lucy said that they do it to save the bus fare, and because they can exercise at the same time.
I really don't know what to say to that. I guess that her whole family acting like that at least explains where she gets all her funny ways from, doesn't it?
I didn't know that they went as far as that to save money, but Lucy's youngest sister told me.
Oh, is she different from the rest of her family?
Yeah, she is. She doesn't waste money, but she doesn't go overboard to save it like the rest of her family do either.
I don't really know what I think about Lucy, if I'm honest. I mean, she's a perfectly nice, kind girl, don't get me wrong. I think it's a bit soon to be getting ready to get married at your age when you've only been dating for a year, too.
Lucy said that she knew that I was the one that she wanted to be with, so she didn't want to waste time on dating for a long time. That's all.
I'm getting a bit fed up with her already, if I'm honest. I don't know if she's the right choice for you.
Mom, you shouldn't say things like that. Even if she does go a bit over the top about saving and wasting things, she's a really nice, kind person.
Everyone knows that she's kind. Who else would buy 3 pairs of pants for $6 and give them to her future mother-in-law as a gift, hey?
I heard about that from Lucy. That wasn't really a gift as such, though, Mom. She just gave them to you like you give someone some cookies or something.
I guess that's a bit different then.
She thinks things like that are more useful, you see. That's why she gave it to you. You can live without eating cookies, but you have to have clothes to wear. That's the kind of thing she thinks, you see.
Anyway, I'm someone who doesn't like to see people wasting things, but I've never met anyone like Lucy before. I just can't get my head around her.
Apparently, girls who like to spend money and having money spent on them are just as bad. My friends say that their girlfriends are always nagging them to buy them designer bags and go to expensive restaurants all the time.
That's a problem too. Sure it is. People need to be able to do things in moderation. I think that's the key. Do you think I'd be able to show off Lucy as my daughter-in-law to my friends?
What do you mean, Mom?
I mean, how could I show her off when all of her clothes are from outlet malls and thrift stores at her age?
That is true as well, I guess.
Don't you worry about things like that when you go somewhere with her. I mean, don't you worry what other people will think of the two of you when they see the way she's dressed?
Hey, Lucy. Do you really have to dress like that?
What do you mean?
Yesterday, I was really embarrassed because of you.
Why? What did I do?
My friends' girlfriends all wore clothes from the department store, and even if they aren't brand name clothes, they're still good quality and probably cost about $300 to $400. Where did you buy that dress that you wore out yesterday?
What do you mean?
Where did you buy it?
Well, I had to go to town earlier, and they were selling them on a stall on the street, so I bought it there. A couple of my friends bought one as well.
How much did it cost you?
It cost $15. I got him to sell it for $2 less than the price tag. I said that as we were going to buy a few between us, it's only right for him to give us a discount, so he did.
Oh, did you really? Well done for saving $2 on a dress. You're really ridiculous sometimes, you know.
Why do you say that?
I wish you'd just think a bit sometimes, that's all.
Think about what?
Okay, how about if it was the day that all your friends went out together and I went out wearing a $15 suit and introduced myself as your boyfriend? How would you feel then? If you think a bit differently about it, it's showing how much you are worth. You can only get a boyfriend who wears $15 suits. I'm the boyfriend of the girl who wears $15 dresses. That's what I've become.
I'm really sorry, Tim. I never thought of it like that before.
I drank so much after you left, you know. I felt like you had insulted me.
Why did you have to say that? I usually wear clothes like that, so I didn't really think anything of it, that's all.
Do you know what my friend said to me after the girls were gone and only we were left?
What did they say?
They said that I better try to earn a bit more money. They were teasing me because of what you wore.
How dare your friends talk to you like that? Why do they care so much about what other people do anyway? So you have to wear expensive brands to be a good person now, do you?
What do you mean? We're friends. There's no reason for them not to say something like that.
They should just take an interest in their own girlfriends. Why does it matter to them what other people wear? You can't judge a book by its cover, you know.
Don't talk about my friends like that. Just wear something decent next time.
I think we need to talk.
What about?
I think that as long as your clothes are washed and neat looking, then it's fine. That's all that matters to me where clothes are concerned.
That's what everyone does. You aren't special in that respect. The problem is that your clothes are always so cheap and rubbish.
I'm the kind of person who only spends around $200 once or twice a year on clothes. Most of my clothes cost around $70.
No, that's not true, is it? You should explain things exactly. Your clothes don't mostly cost around $70. They cost less than $70.
I'm being serious. If you keep being sarcastic like that, then I can't talk with you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
When we get married in the future, I'm still not going to be nagging you to buy me designer bags and things like that.
Oh, really? Thank you for that.
So you don't have to worry about the designer bags, shoes, accessories, clothes, and all those other things that other husbands have to buy for their wives.
Oh, thank you. That's great news.
However, don't interfere in what I wear. I think that as long as I don't wear clothes that are very revealing, enough to put you to shame, and the clothes are clean and tidy and don't distract others, then they're fine. That's the kind of clothes I like.
The problem is that your clothes did distract my friends, didn't they? They all noticed what you were wearing and told me that I should earn more money to dress you properly. You are 28 years old and a company worker. You are a company worker that earns $30,000 a year. And you come out with me to meet my friends in a $15 dress? That's what distracted my friends.
What would you like me to do then?
I don't know how many times I have told you this. Please think about my reputation, especially when you meet my friends or coworkers. Please. You must have at least one set of decent clothes that you can wear at times like that. If not, I'll buy you some just so that you don't embarrass me like that ever again. Now that I think about it, last spring, you came to meet my university teacher wearing a $15 baggy t-shirt, didn't you?
You know I was sorry about that. I told you that I was wearing that because I went there straight from volunteering.
Do you remember me talking to you about it then in a coffee shop for over 30 minutes, telling you to please be more careful?
Yes, I remember.
I would have told you the same then, to think about my reputation. Seriously.
I'm sorry about yesterday. To be honest, I totally forgot about the gathering and went out in the same clothes that I put on that morning.
Okay. There are a lot of things that I have been thinking about recently. I think we're going to have a serious think about the problems between the two of us.
What is there to think about?
I think that to start with, we should put off the wedding a bit. To be honest, I feel a bit suffocated by the fact that we'd only been dating for a really short time when we started talking about and planning our wedding. I think things are moving too fast.
You were the one who first mentioned getting married, not me.
We have yet to formally meet each other's parents anyway, so let's hold off on the wedding for a while longer and just keep dating.
Are my clothes a serious enough problem to you for you to want to put off our wedding?
No, it's not really about the clothes as such. I just need some more time to think about what I want, and about us in general. That's all.
What about us?
If you think about it, everything's linked. The problem is your whole not wasting anything lifestyle.
What? I can't believe that you're mad about me not wasting things.
You better get back to work now. Let's stop this now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better later. Hi, Mom. Do you have time to speak to me at the moment?
Yes, I do. What's the problem?
I heard that you took a trip to the hospital?
Yes, I did.
What did they say?
They said that I have overtoe. I need surgery to fix it.
Oh, I see. What about the cost of the surgery? It isn't covered by your insurance, is it?
No, it isn't. Why do you ask?
I'll pay for your surgery for you, Sue.
Pardon?
Oh, I've reached the end of the term for one of my saving accounts and can now use the $22,000 that I'd saved.
Oh, wow, Lucy. Didn't you get $15,000 from another one not that long ago?
Yes, I did. That one was just me saving my spending money for the last 5 years, and the one I finished now was something that I was saving for more seriously.
How many of these savings accounts do you have exactly?
I had 4 altogether.
What? You still have more?
Yes, I have 2 left. Oh, no I don't. I opened another one last month as well.
You're pretty well off, aren't you? So you've been putting the money that you are saving into different savings accounts then?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I have more money saved up than most people my age do.
What are you going to do with all the money that you're saving?
What am I going to do with it? I told you, didn't I? I'm going to pay the fee for your surgery for you. Can you message me your account number, please? I should really give it to you in cash, but I think it's a bit too much for that.
Thank you so much, Lucy. I don't really know if I can accept it from you or not, though.
Just take it. It's fine. Just think of it as you getting spending money from your future daughter-in-law. Well, you feel like a mother to me now anyway. And isn't it right that when a parent has surgery, their kids help them with the cost of it?
Okay, thank you. I'm really grateful to you for doing this for me.
If you send me your account details, I'll send you the money straight away.
Okay, thanks again.
My boyfriend then started really criticizing my lifestyle choices. If you listen to my future mother-in-law, she isn't someone who is known for behaving randomly. She was someone who could think about things this way and that. I don't think she liked the extremely frugal lifestyle that we were living.
Tim! Tim! Why aren't you answering me? Mom, I don't want to talk to you right now. Let's talk later. Hey! Who is that girl that I saw you with yesterday? I said, who was she? I saw you with a girl. I know I did. So there's no use trying to hide it. I saw you leaving the motel with a girl this morning. My goodness. Mom, stop freaking out. If you saw us, you must know who it was. She's my new girlfriend. What?
Have you lost your mind? How long has this been going on? There's only 2 months left until your wedding. What on earth do you think you're doing?
Mom, in a world like this where people even cheat after marriage, I think it's too early for me to get married yet. To be honest, if I like this new girlfriend better, I might even break up with Lucy. Is it a problem that I might not get married?
What? What about the promise you made to Lucy about marrying her? Do you even know what a promise is?
There isn't a law that says that promises 100% have to be kept, is there?
I don't even know what you're thinking anymore. I really don't. You suddenly seem like a different person to the Tim I know.
Mom, Lucy and I just aren't a good match. I didn't realize it in the beginning, but after about 3 or 4 months, I started growing to hate how she always saves every penny. We can't do anything fun and she always looks shabby.
I know that it's quite something.
Well, if you understand, then that's it.
So you're saying that you want to break off the engagement, do you?
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Tim, you just listen to me for a minute. A clever, kind girl like Lucy who knows how to save money will be such a better person to get married to in the long run over a girl that'll just waste all of your money. She won't cause any nonsense or anything either. If you call off the wedding because you don't want to save money, everyone will think that it's hilarious.
Mom, things aren't always what they seem. You know that. How can a young girl like her ride a bike to work like an old man because she wants to save the bus fare?
It's a lot better than being lazy. The early bird catches the worm and all that.
Mom, I totally lost all the feelings I once had for her when her sister told me about her cycling to work. She's so stingy. If I think about the two of us living together in the same house forever, it scares me.
She's so kind, though, and loyal. You know that she paid over $7,000 for my surgery not long ago, and you're still talking about her and treating her like this. How can I possibly respect you as a son if this is the way you are going to act?
Mom, I helped to save that money as well. Now you found out what I've been up to, I guess it would be better for me to break off the engagement and sort this huge mess out.
What? You mean that you are going to keep on meeting that girl I saw you with this morning?
She's not that girl. She has a name. She's Sarah. Anyway, no, I'm not going to keep seeing Sarah. I'm going to marry her instead. She's the total opposite from Lucy. She knows when to spend money.
Even if your mouth is crooked, you should speak straight. The person who knows when to spend money is Lucy. Look how she used the money that she'd saved to pay for my surgery like that.
Anyway, if you were to meet Sarah, I'm sure you would change your mind about her.
Why should I meet her?
Think about this cool-headedly for me, please. Just think if you want to see your son living in hell, eating and sleeping with a girl that makes him fed up just looking at her for the rest of his life.
But still...
Mom, forget about everything else and just think about that, okay? I'm going to get some rest now.
Tim, did you get home okay?
Yes, I'm at home now.
After leaving you earlier, I went to have a couple of beers with my friend and I've just got home now.
What do you want?
Tim, tell me the truth. You've got another girlfriend, haven't you? It's not that you don't like me anymore. It's that you like someone else, isn't it? That's why you wanted to call off the engagement.
Okay, if you want me to be honest, I'll tell you the truth.
Go on then.
The reason I want to call off the engagement isn't because of my new girlfriend.
So there is a girl then?
I just think that it would be better if we pretended that the whole engagement thing never happened.
How could we possibly do that? We've already met each other's families and even booked the venue for the wedding.
Just think of it like this for a minute. Surely calling it all off now would be better than falling out and ending up getting divorced after getting married, don't you think?
Was me wearing a $15 dress to your friend's gathering bad enough for all of this to happen?
I think that our basic lifestyles and life philosophies are just too different for us to stay together.
Life philosophy?
At the moment, you're 28 and I'm 34. We have at least 50 years left to live. How can we spend the next 50 years living together when we're this different?
What makes us so different? My clothes?
Why do you keep going on about clothes? That's not what the problem is. I don't think that you should waste money, but I don't want to live like a poor person even though I'm making quite good money. I don't want to look poor to other people either.
You think that's how I am and how I look?
Yes, I think you do. You've lived like that for 28 years now, so it just seems normal to you. That's why. But because you've lived like that for so long, it'd be really hard to change as well.
Yes, it's always difficult to change, especially when you've been doing something for so long.
If we got married and lived together, I'd spend the next 50 years getting stressed by your saving. And because I was stressed like that, there's no way that I could be happy.
Oh, I see.
If I'm not happy, do you think that I could make you happy? I'd end up making you unhappy too. I just know it. Anyway, the new girl that I'm meeting.
So you're confessing that you are meeting someone else then?
Well, it's been a long time since I stopped liking you anyway. I met this other girl by accident about a month ago when I was in a car accident. She was in the other car. That's how I met her.
And do you like this other girl enough to go as far as to call off our engagement, do you? What is it that you like so much about her?
It's not that I like her enough to call off our engagement.
What is it then?
It's more that I don't like you enough to carry on with it. I've known for quite a long time now that I couldn't marry you. Way before I met this other girl.
Okay, I've got that. But I mean, what do you like about her? Does she wear $1,500 clothes?
Yes, she wears designer clothes, but that's not what I like about her. She's straightforward and easygoing, so it makes me feel really comfortable. She doesn't make a fuss about every dollar either. And she doesn't try to get a discount at street stalls where students usually shop.
Hey! You're making me sound like a crazy person.
I'm sorry to compare you to her like this, but I thought that it was the best way to try to make you understand how I felt. That's all. There'll be a different man that you like. You need to find a good man that finds that side of you cute and lovable so that you can live a happy and comfortable life with him. Don't you agree?
I think talking to you like this has calmed me down and made me agree somewhat with what you're saying. You're right. We both have to be happy for this to work out. If even one of us is unhappy, we'll both end up unhappy.
Thank you for understanding what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't need to thank me. I don't want to be tangled up in this mess for any longer than I have to. So let's cancel the wedding venue, sort out the money, and stop contacting each other. I'll send you your share of what's in the joint account as soon as we finish this call.
No, I think I'll have to send you about $2,000 instead. I agreed to give you back what you paid for Mom's surgery, didn't I?
Oh, you're going to pay me back for that, are you? That's so good of you. Yeah, I guess it'd be best to sort things out properly like that.
Thank you for all that you've done for me and my family.
Thank you. You're such a jerk. I don't want to see your face ever again. I can't believe we're breaking up through messages like this. You're pathetic.
I really liked how graceful and elegant Sarah was, you know. That's one thing that is better about her than Lucy. She didn't keep chirping on about things all the time either. Yes, Mom, I agree. Those are the reasons that I chose to date her to start with. I thought a lot about what you said to me the other day, you know. As you're not married yet, if you don't think she's the one, calling off the wedding is the right thing to do. You should get married to someone you really love who is a good match for you. Breaking up with Lucy is a good thing for her too, you know. If I married her, I couldn't make her happy because I just don't love her like that anymore. I wouldn't be happy, so neither would she. That's true. You're right. Anyway, what do you think of this coat, Mom? Oh, I was actually going to tell you that I liked that coat, but we started talking about something else. Thank you so much for the coat, Tim. I'm going to wear it when I go and meet my friends at the weekend. It's nothing. You'll look great in it. I hope you have a good time with your friends. I never even dreamt that I would own a Hermes coat. They cost over $7,000. They do, yes. How can she afford to get me a present like this? She makes nearly $60,000 a year, you know. It's your birthday. I guess she wanted to make a good impression. Thank you so much for this, Tim. And make sure you thank Sarah for me, too. I really never thought that I'd ever own something like this. Mom, I'll get you a bag later on the way home. I'll bring it back with me. What kind of bag are you going to get me? An Hermes one, of course, to match your coat. How on earth are you going to afford that? If Sarah's bought you a coat like that, the least I can do is buy you a bag, isn't it? I want to be a good son to you for a while before I finally get married. I guess this is why they say that you've got to bring a good woman into the family. You never even took me out to dinner when you were with Lucy. It's not that. It's just that I found a girl that fits well with our family this time. Oh, you're right. That must be it. You found me a daughter-in-law that's a good fit with our family.
Dave, are you busy?
No, not right now. Why?
What is all this stuff that has just been delivered to the house?
Haven't you opened it yet?
I opened it. But what is it all? Why did you get it all?
What do you mean, what is it? It's stuff for the baby and a couple of presents that I got you as well.
What were you doing buying all of that? How much did it all cost?
I spent a bit, I guess.
Are you trying to make me lose it on purpose? Cancel it all right now!
Lose what?
Your wife is at home trying to use her store points to buy fruit, and what are you doing? Spending a fortune on things we don't even need.
Why do you think I bought it all?
What do you mean? You obviously bought it all senselessly because you were excited that I was pregnant.
Nope.
If that's not it, why did you buy it then? Did you win the lottery?
That's quite close.
Just tell me, will you?
There's a 4-story building on some land my parents bought in my name, you see.
You were a building owner all this time? I never knew.
Yes, well, it's nothing really. But I didn't say anything in case it made you worry about property tax and things like that.
Property tax?
The areas are quite big, but the floor space is only about 66 meters squared and it isn't doing well. So I'm only charging $150 per floor, you see.
Oh, really?
People have to go in there for it to make money, but it's in a little side street that no one passes.
Did you sell the building then? Who would buy something like that?
What do you mean, who would buy it? The local government bought it.
Oh, really?
I think that they want to build some houses for government officials, and as the land is quite big, I got quite a lot of money for it. And they also give more money depending on the height of the building too, you know.
Oh, so you're saying that you signed the contract?
Of course I did. Why wouldn't I sell somewhere like that? Because I get charged property tax on it, I thought that it would probably be better if I got rid of it, seeing as it wasn't making me any money anyway. And then this happened.
How much did you end up selling it for then?
$2.8 million.
$2.8 million? Are you for real? So, does all of that money belong to us now?
Of course it does. Who do you think it belongs to? The man and woman that happened to be walking down the street at the time?
Dave, I'm shaking. I can't believe we have that much money.
Me neither. Anyway, someone's going to be coming to help with the housework and things starting from tomorrow.
Why?
Why do you think? Because you're pregnant and you have to be really careful at this stage of your pregnancy. The doctor said that the baby sac was a bit weak, so you had to rest, didn't he?
I'm already staying home from work. How can I rest even more?
You'd better do what you're told. What happens if something were to happen to the baby? Think about my age, too. I'm nearly 40, you know, and this is my first child.
Okay, I'll listen to you. If you say I should be careful and rest, then that's what I'll do. We have $2.8 million after all. Paying someone to help around the house will be a drop in the ocean.
Yes, that's the way you should be thinking. You said that when you were saving that you were a lucky charm, and you really must have been. I think my brother passed his exams thanks to you as well, you know. I love you, Lucy.
You do talk rubbish sometimes, you know. I love you too, Dave.
Do you like the presents I got you then?
I was so mad that you'd suddenly spent all that money that I haven't even looked at them properly yet. It all looks really nice from just glancing at it, though.
If you don't like any of it, just let me know. I'll change it for something that you like. A man is money.
Okay, a man is money.
Tim, do you have time to talk? Yes, Mom, of course I do. What's the problem?
Where are you?
Where do you think I am, Mom? I've just finished my second job at the restaurant and I'm on the way home.
Oh, what a business. You stupid boy. Do you think you're made of steel or something? How can you work until this time at a restaurant after working all day?
Why are you suddenly talking like you didn't know that I was even doing it?
It just makes me so mad. She really knows no boundaries, that one.
What on earth are you going on about, Mom?
Did you know that Lucy got married?
Yes, I did. She got married to a really old man. I think he was about 40.
That really old man is worth nearly $3 million.
What did you say?
You're shocked, aren't you?
Well, I guess it's possible, isn't it?
Her new husband said that Lucy must be a lucky charm or something, that he got all of that wealth after marrying her.
Mom, how do you know all of this?
Oh, the new cleaning job that I got is at Lucy's house. Why? I can't believe she's lucked out like that.
Mom, I told you to stop doing those cleaning jobs, didn't I?
My one and only daughter-in-law took my credit card and spent a small fortune on it, didn't she? How else am I supposed to pay all of that off?
I told you, I'll pay it off for you, Mom.
Do you have 4 bodies? Because that's what you'll need to work enough hours to pay all that off as well as your own debt. You're already delivering milk in the morning, working all day, then working in a restaurant in the evenings. What more could you possibly do?
I'm working hard to pay it all off.
What a life. I can't even tell you to get a divorce because she's pregnant.
Mom, she's promised that she's not going to use the card anymore.
She promised, did she? When I went over to your place yesterday, she had another delivery of clothes by the looks of it.
She doesn't have any cards anymore.
Think about it. She's probably just made another one, hasn't she? Oh my. Lucy's neighbor was boasting about Lucy over and over again, you know.
Saying what?
When she got married, she had $150,000. She said that she saved that much by putting her money into savings accounts and ended up saving that much before she got married. If you'd married her, that money would have been yours.
It would never have worked, though. We just weren't right for each other.
I know. You split up because your life philosophies were different. Then you married someone like Sarah, didn't you? With similar life philosophies. Look where that got you.
Mom, don't.
Do you think that's all? As soon as Lucy married into that family, her new brother-in-law passed his civil servant exams right away, and her new father-in-law, who was diagnosed with stage 3 colorectal cancer, is now also on the mend. The whole house is calling her their lucky charm, you know. Good things seem to follow her around.
It's all a coincidence, surely.
Trust you to go on about coincidences. Everyone's saying that about her, you know. It all happened as soon as she married into the family. Everyone's saying that if they just look after her properly, there'll be no end to their luck. She's just a lucky charm. It's the way it is.
How on earth can she be a lucky charm? She's a scruffy-looking Scrooge.
She was only like that because she had been taught not to waste things, especially money, for her entire life. She's going to be a gold mine from now on, you mark my words.
How can you possibly know all of that?
Oh, I know the old lady who lives next door to her, you see. She's from my hometown. She told me everything. I've told you that already, haven't I?
That's not why you started working for Lucy, Mom, is it?
What? Have you lost your mind? Do you really think that I would stoop that low? Well, when I went to start my first day at the new job, Lucy opened the door, so I ran away down to the ground floor, and that's where I met the lady from my hometown, you see.
Oh.
I thought that Lucy wasn't the sort to hire people to help out, so I asked my friend and she told me everything, you know. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. You wrecked your life by breaking up with her. You literally threw away our luck. Now you're left with a wife who spends $7,000 to $14,000 a month on your credit card on clothes and bags. What do you think is better? You did it to yourself. It's just so frustrating.
Don't go on, Mom.
Dave, over $80,000 was just transferred into my account. Do you know what it is?
It's profit from the stocks we invested in before. They're doing really well, as you can see. I was going to wait to see if they did even better, but last time I waited, we made a loss, so I just sold them this time.
Oh, so you can actually make money from the stock market then?
It's the first for me as well. You really must be a lucky charm. All this good luck happening to us all the time is getting a bit scary now.
Why did you give it to me, though? It's your money.
Why? You're giving me my sons, aren't you? Not just one, but two. Twins! I can hardly believe it. Anyway, it's a present.
Thank you, Dave. If you say that you'll give me double next time, I'll make sure to give you girl twins then.
Really? I'd give you anything if you were to do that for me. I'm not joking either. I'm so happy these days, and it's all thanks to you. It's a lot more than just the money that's making me happy. Who would have thought that I'd have twin sons at my age? I'm over 40. Thank you, and I love you.
I'm really happy too. I love you. My ex discovered about his new wife's spending addiction less than 6 months after their wedding. He found out that even though her annual income was $60,000, she was still raking up $10,000 a month in debt. He decided to divorce her, but by then his baby was already growing inside her tummy, so he couldn't bring himself to do it. She had the baby, and it seems as though they are still living together. He kept blocking their credit cards to stop her using them over and over again, so she ended up taking her mother-in-law's card, which was why her mother-in-law started cleaning part-time. She's now working as a household helper. My ex's wife apparently cries and begs every time it is discovered that she has made and used a new card. She promises that she won't do it again every time. Going by something one of my friends said, she makes a new card a few days after her swearing that she won't do it again. Then the whole thing repeats again. I think the whole family are falling to pieces over it all. It seems as though her spending is more of an illness. What did my ex say about life philosophies again? I hope that they are happy together now that he has found a girl who matches his philosophies. However, my ex told me that if you've lived life as a penny pincher, like I had, that it was a very difficult habit to break, didn't he? I think it must be even more difficult to change after living a life of wasting money. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.